Welcome. My name is Troy Pekas, one of the YMCA directors. We're going to today go over YMCA 3v3 Recreational Basketball League. We're getting ready for our coaches to sign up for the practices tonight, and practices will be able to start next week. Games will begin Saturday, April 10th, and we do an 8-game season in a 5-week period. So one of the Saturdays, team will not play, but the other 4 Saturdays, you will have 2 games, double headers. And basically our 3v3 is smaller. They're scheduled every 35 minutes, so you play 2 12-minute halves. So you may have 1 o'clock and a 1:35, or you may have a 1 o'clock, a game off, and a 2:10. It'll either be back-to-back or they will have a game off between. We are going to be using LPS, Lincoln Public Schools facility, so we do and will follow their guidelines, which will be posted when we send everything out. But a face mask is required when entering the facility, exiting the facility. The coaches must wear a face mask at all time. Players entering and exiting, and when they're on the bench area. If they are on court, game action, that is optional. If they can wear it, we highly recommend it. If not, when they're during the games, that is optional. The officials that are there will be 1 official per court. They will have a mask coming in, coming out in between games. But while games are going on, they have their whistle to be able to call fouls and out of bounds and stuff, so they may have it down. Also, we are limited and still following at this current time, it will be 1 adult spectator from the same household per player only to enter into the facility to be a spectator. They should come in with the player themselves, so we're not having any adult that after games are started, and if adults coming in by themselves, they are not going to be allowed to get in. So you need to come in with your ball player. Coach and assistant coach are not connected to a ball player, so they can come in. So for example, you as a volunteer coach, your child on the team, you are not connected to your child. So you can come in with child and another adult spectator. Mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, only 1. That is the spectator for the player. You are not connected, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. There won't be any player benches out there or anything. You'll basically be on the sideline. What we do is you play half court. So teams 3-on-3 are smaller. They're either 4, 5, or 6 players. You should space them out to make sure that their bag and their stuff is spaced out apart. Make sure they bring water. There's water fountains at the facilities are not being used. And we will use grades 2 and 3 will play at Scott Middle School, where we can crank the hoops to 8.5-foot hoop. Grades 4 through 8 will play at Southwest High School, and they will be at a 10-foot hoop. There'll be a clock there to be able to run down and do the 2 12-minute halves. We keep games on schedule, plus an official to keep games on schedule. Highlighting on some basic rules for 3v3, like I said, it is half court. So we're only on the one hoop, and you'll determine in the recreational they're wearing the white and navy YMCA reversible basketball jerseys, which can be purchased at our office Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Or we will have some there on site, first day only, for cash or check only, on site, if they haven't played winter basketball or 3v3 with us and have that jersey already. But again, 2 12-minute halves, running clock. We don't shoot free throws in 3v3. Couple-minute halftime, and then 1 30-second timeout per team per game is all you get. Okay? Half court, the half midcourt is considered out of bounds, then your regular sidelines, your regular end line. So to start the game, officials will do like a odd or even to see who gets the ball up top to be checked. So say blue team gets the ball up top to be checked. Being checked is outside of the three-point arc. You check it to your defender checks it back. That player that is there can only pass. They cannot dribble, they cannot shoot. They can only pass to start the game, okay? So the other two are maneuvering and setting screens and picks and trying to get open. All right. Defense to start the game, for second and third grade, defense will always remain inside the three-point arc. For the grade 4 through 8, to start after a check, you're always inside the three-point arc, but then once game goes out, you can go out and defend. Okay? Second and third grade, we will not keep score. A score will not be shown, it'll just be a clock. There's no need to know recreational, we don't bother with score for second and third grade. 4th through 8th, we will show a score, but it won't be any more than a 20-point difference. So for example, if team is a little bit stronger than the other team, and say they get up 24-4, well, if they make the next basket, the team that's ahead, it'll still stay 24-4 until the team that's 4 makes a basket. If they get up to 6, then we go to 26-6, for example, okay? Just kind of feels better when you see only a 20-point difference rather than maybe a little bit more of a spread. We'll get a volunteer from the team and stuff if you can to push the clock and run the clock, or sometimes the official just starts that and goes from there. What else we got? Both feet and the ball must go outside the arc for a change of possession. So, 3v3. You check the ball, you're ready to go. You get it to if you're second, third grade, I would advise for that first pass, have your teammate, offensive player, go outside the arc because the defense can't go out there. Now 4 through 8, you're going to have to do a little bit more moving and trying to get open to be able to get that pass off. Okay? So then once you're inside there or whatever and the game's going, if the ball goes out of bounds, it's going to be, if it's off white, it'll be navy at that spot. Or if it's underneath or on the sideline. If there's a foul that occurs, then we go back to check up top. Okay? After a made basket, you go back and check up top, just like you do with the driveway. When you do check back and forth with whatever. After a made basket, you'll check. If there's a rebound by the defense, they cannot just go back up and shoot. They have to themselves get outside of the arc, both feet, and then they can turn around. So they can dribble out, or they can pass out to a teammate, however, and they can pass it back in. On a defensive rebound, ball has to go out. On a steal, they're inside and they steal a pass inside the arc. On a steal inside the arc, you've got possession, you got to go back out and go. You cannot steal the ball after a steal. You cannot steal the ball after a rebound. So if the rebound, you got to let them get outside, okay? And then come back in. If there's a foul on a shooting foul, going up for the shot and they get fouled, we're not shooting free throws. It will be awarded 2 points on the free throws. So it'd be like a goaltending or something. So we don't want them to foul, but so if we do foul, we have to at least give the 2 points, and maybe that would deter them from not fouling. All the balls that go out of bounds will be checked at the top of the arc. I think I misspoke on those other. That stealing is not allowed to be any change of possession until the ball has been taken outside beyond the arc. Defense is awarded all jump balls. So we're not keeping possession, boom, boom, boom. If there's a jump ball, defense awarded, we'll go check up top and let them start offense. 3 seconds in the lane by an offensive player is not allowed. Each player only gets 4 fouls. Non-shooting fouls prior to bonus will result in a fouled team gaining possession, just like we went over. And then if we get to technical fouls or misbehaved coaches or something like that, then I have staff on site that will handle that situation, or they'll call me if I have to talk to you. Hopefully we never get to that because this is recreational fun. We want them to enjoy. Scoring and scoring fouls. Grades 2 points will be awarded baskets made inside or outside the arc for second and third grade. So if they decide to launch one up, it's still only worth 2. 4 through 8, 2 points inside, you can shoot a 3-pointer because the defense can come out and defend outside the arc after the check is started. Any player fouled in the act of shooting will be awarded 2 points and the opposing team gains. We went over that. The bonus is in effect on the 17th foul and all subsequent fouls. Any foul in the bonus will be awarded 2 points and the opposing team gains possession. So we really try to play defense. 3v3 is a triangle game. A 3 is triangle. Space them out, cross the lane, get them up, get into the open spot, close enough to turn around and shoot. It's a passing game. It's not so much of one person getting the ball and then dribbling and going everywhere. It is more of a passing game, which is what kids need to learn. Not just a chest pass, bounce pass, all those other things to get to the open spot to be able to face up and get that shot off. Okay? It's a quick game. You like 2 12-minute, they go fast. But any dead ball, if it goes out, you can sub. Whenever there's a check at the top, then you can sub the other players in. Not on the fly, not like hockey. They have to at least be at the check to be able to sub in. And then that's you just let your official know and say, have subbing them in, whether you bring all 3 for 3 or if you got 1 sub, and do it that way. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything, but schedules will go live and everything will be sent out. When you get this video, we should have it by then. Enjoy, have fun, make sure the mask is on for your coaches, make sure there's only 1 spectator per player. We don't want to get into having too many people in that because we're going to have 5 courts rolling at Southwest and 3 at Scott. So it'll be a little bit, even with just the 1 spectator, we just want to make sure we space everybody out. Practices can begin next week. So when you do practices and at practices, you don't need the full court. You play the game half court. You need to practice the game half court. You need to practice your defense. You need to practice those cuts, those angles, that triangle. So even though you have the whole court, please, 3v3 is half court game, so practice that half court. Make sure you are respecting the property, respecting LPS when you're doing practices. There should be no siblings coming at all, and we find out about that. So if the custodians let us know that there's more people there than there should be, we will let you know. I just want to thank you for volunteering to coach 3v3. If you have questions or anything comes throughout the season, please feel free to contact me at the YMCA Youth Sports Office, and I'd be happy to help you and answer any questions that you have. Enjoy, and I can't wait to see you on the courts. Thank you very much, and have a great rest of your season. Thanks.